All right, Eagles Nation, we can all exhale. Oh, what a crazy, crazy, crazy finish. Eagles win it 15-10. Low-scoring game, hard-fought game. Just, unbelievable finish. Unbelievable. Falcons with the ball, driving down the field. They convert a 4th and 6, but the 4th down that they needed to convert the most, they couldn't. Great job by the Eagles defense. Let me tell you something. This team, one of the strengths of this team all year, even with the injuries and everything that went with that, has been their defense. This defense played a hell of a game tonight. And this defense is one of the big reasons why this team not only is going to be playing for the NFC title next week here in Philly, but possibly could be going to Super Bowl 52 if they have a performance like they did, particularly in that second half. Listen, the Falcons got 10 points off 2 turnovers. The Eagles' offense at times struggled, but you know what? Everyone downed the guy, but you give him credit. Nick Foles had a heck of a second half. Made some nice throws, missed some throws, but you know what? They had a must-have drive there that led to a field goal. Would have loved them to get a touchdown, but at that point it made the game 15-10. And the key of that is that's why the Falcons at the end had to try to get a touchdown instead of a field goal. So that was a big drive for the Eagles, and it all comes down, as we know here in Eagles Nation, it cannot be easy. It's a heart in the throat type game. Just hyperventilating the whole time, watching this game unfold there in the 4th quarter, and the Eagles defense makes a stop when they had to the most. The Eagles defense did not get a turnover today, but if you figured the 4th down stop, that's just like getting a turnover. Eagles turned the ball over twice. It led, like I said, to 10 points for the Falcons. And really, Atlanta, my goodness, that last drive, Julio Jones is an absolute beast. We know that. They went for him. And in fact, it was credit to the Eagles' defensive line getting pressure up the middle, forcing Matt Ryan to get flushed, and kind of threw a hero-type pass there that even if Jones would have came down with it, he would have been out of bounds. But, just making that stop on 4th down, like I said, one of the strengths of this team has been all year long has been their defense. Just doesn't get enough credit. Obviously, they had games where they scored a lot of points, but this defense, particularly here in Philly, which is one of the reasons why I said, all the naysayers out there are saying what this team can't do. Let me tell you, this defense plays great at home. And the fact that this team had 2 home games to get to the Super Bowl is huge, particularly next week in the NFC Title Game where either Minnesota or New Orleans is coming in, 2 indoor teams coming here into the elements. And the elements certainly played a role for the Falcons too. They weren't able to do the things that they have been doing. They weren't able to run the ball. Credit the Eagles defense. The short intermediate passing game, the Eagles were tackling. Falcons made a few plays here and there, but for the most part, great defense by the Eagles all game long. Definitely deserved this win. It came down to it at the end, a 4th down play, 4th and goal from the 2, and the Eagles defense gets the stop. Unbelievable game. I can't tell you how proud I am of this team. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be an Eagles fan for games like this where it's not going to be easy. And let's face it, it's never easy here. We're not one of those charmed fan bases where everything always goes our way and we win these easy games. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be low-scoring, tight games like this that this team has to win. And let me tell you something. You know what? I don't care. If they win 15-10 again next week and they win 15-10 in the Super Bowl, you win, you win. That's all that matters. There's no style points. This is what I said. People were worried about this team. I said that there is no style points in the playoffs. You win, you advance. It's one game. You win, you advance. I don't care how they do it. And the fact that they did it and they're hosting the NFC Title Game, I can't. My heart is still beating. I like I said, I am so proud of what this team has accomplished. And you know what? I don't know what's going to happen next week. It is going to be a tough matchup either way. Minnesota has a great defense, and then the Saints, with that offense. But if this defense continues to play the way they've been playing, there's no team they can't beat, next week. So I'm excited. I'm happy that this team is in the NFC title game. And oh, by the way, Dallas fans, that's how a 13-3 team wins a home game in the playoffs. You forgot about that last year, didn't you? Enjoy that, Dallas fans? Enjoy that? Yeah, there you go. Dallas was in that situation last year. What happened? Let's remember. Yeah, they lost. Okay. So anyhow, yeah, I had to throw that in. But anyhow, listen, Eagles Nation, big props to you fans that were at that game. You made your voices heard tonight, and you were loud, and you were vocal, and yeah, it was awesome. I mean, Atlanta calling timeouts there early in the first half. Great job. This fan base is the 12th man. I know Seattle has that banner in the 12s. This fan base has been the 12th man longer than Seattle. This fan base has been around longer than Seattle. And guess what? Seattle's not in the playoffs this year. The Eagles are. Their fans deserve a lot of credit for what they did tonight. And I know they're going to be there for this team again next week, next Sunday night, in the NFC title game. My God. It's been since 2008, the last time this team was in an NFC title game, a loss to the Arizona Cardinals. We all remember that, but that was on the road. The last time this team hosted an NFC title game was 2005, a win against the Falcons. So the Eagles are now still perfect against the Falcons in the playoffs. Matt Ryan continues to struggle against the Eagles, his home team growing up. But you know what? Great job by the Eagles. Great job all around. I'm going to break this game down a little later, maybe tomorrow or later in the week. I just got to sit down and just kind of take it all in. Eagles are going to the NFC title game where they will host either the Saints or the Vikings. We'll see. I think it will be the Vikings, but we'll see. Big win tonight, 15-10. Oh, God, lump in the throat moments just... But we can breathe now. Our Birds are going to the NFC title game. They're a win away from the big one. All right, Eagles Nation. Let's go, Birds, as always. Big win, huge win tonight. And we'll be able to celebrate all week and looking forward to that NFC title game hosting next Sunday. Really looking forward to it. All right, everyone. Take care. Whew. I'll see you around the channel. Bye. Go Birds.